Hello everybody, welcome to episode 3 of Buffalo's betting video series. This is Buffalo 66 and you may see my videos on Ocelot Sports. We post the handicapping videos and also these instructional videos, and also on my Twitter page, Buffaloholdem. And today is episode 3. We're going to talk about why you need a model. Why you need a model to bet sports. I'll be the first to admit that I've had failed attempts at sports betting when I first started betting. I just thought, I knew so much about sports that I was going to win without a model. But some things that other people do, and I may be guilty of some of these things in the past as well, tailing somebody because he or she is hot, they're on a hot streak, tailing a connected wise guy, you think somebody, they're in the know, and or betting off a personal feeling. That's what I used to do a lot. If I watched every Syracuse game, I knew more about Syracuse basketball than anybody else, but that doesn't mean you know anything about their opposing teams. Betting off a line movement, I can understand why people would want to do that, but it's not always in your best interest to chase steam, as they call it. And we'll talk about a little more of that in depth. And then, of course, you're chasing losses. You're throwing out extra bets to try and break even, and that's really bad news, because a lot of times you've already taken the best value plays on the board, and just chasing losses means you're taking bets with less and less value. So those are some reasons why you'd be a losing bettor if you didn't use a model. And going back to the line movement, more often than not, when a sports book moves the line, it's not to increase the action from the public. It's to reduce risk. They change a line because they're getting too much action on one side and they don't want to expose themselves. But sometimes books will often move the line in your favor to reduce that exposure. So what that means is, if you like Team A and the line's moving, you're getting more points with Team A because everybody's betting on Team B, well, the line's moving in your favor. That's great. You're getting more points. You'll have an easier cover. But the reason they're moving the line is not because all the sharp people are on the other side. It's because they have too many bets on one side. They have to move the line the other way. And how will you know when a good value line exists without a model? That's the crux of the whole issue here. If you see, Syracuse +8, how do you know that's a good line if you don't have something to compare it to? And that's what the model's going to give you. It's going to give you that baseline. Having a model will give you a baseline to compare to the sportsbook line, and that's all you're really looking for. If your model, has Syracuse at -5 and the sportsbook has it at -8, well, then that's 3 points to the underdog, or so. It's about having a point of reference, and that's what's going to help you eliminate all of the noise and the static and concentrate on good bets, making good bets. And creating a model for yourself is really about carrying a balance of simplicity and accuracy. And what I kind of mean by that is that I can't afford a full-time mathematician to work on my model all day, and I can't spend 8 or 10 or 12 hours a day working on my own model. So you need to find a way to get data that you can use to quickly create a baseline so you can go out and handicap. The goal is not to have the most accurate model, but it's the most efficient one. You want to maximize the use of your time to handicap lines to make bets. I spend about an hour a day on my models. I get them up there as quick as I can so everybody can look at them. And I'm actually going to show you some places where you can get, I suggest some tools so you can create your own model. And everything I'm about to show you I don't use myself, but I'm not saying they're not worthy. There's 2 or 3 websites that do game projections. Team Rankings is one, and Numberfire is another. AccuScore is another. They all put up game projections, point projections, stat projections that give you a way to create a model. I don't use those. Very quickly, as I'm running out of time, I create 2 models myself, and I use 2 other people's data that they provide. And I'm not going to go into it today. We'll do sports-specific modeling at some point. But you get a good baseline, you make good bets, you win money. It's as simple as that. Thanks for hanging with us. We'll have another episode in a week, and let's go make some money. All right, have a good day.